Hey everybody, Bumps of the Night here. It's been a little bit since I did like an in-person video, at least since before my move. I think the last one I posted of like actually me and not the podcast was my fines for July. It was a really small portion of fines, but it was fines nonetheless. Done moving in, everything's settled. I actually already filmed like a whole like collection update and stuff. So needless to say, I've been kind of radio silent since that Christopher Pike pickup. I really haven't been uploading much of anything aside from the other channels I work on, at least not on here. I did move recently, and here I'm just kind of showing off the collection I had. I had it in the other closet. Essentially, we're in a two-bed. I don't have room for a game room, and we do have a roommate. It's a family thing. It's not important. Anyway, so this is the best I can do with the space I have, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. As you can see over the year, the last 2 years or so, which, R.I.P. my wallet. But hey, I do have the Goosebumps ones. Got the Goosebumps figures. A little bit of everything, though. My collection is, it's a lot smaller than it used to be. If you guys used to watch my channel, you remember I used to have an entire room worth of shit. Now it's condensed down to pretty much just the closet, and then my bookshelves. And that's like the plushies and shit we collect. Not important. Anyway, let me show you the new shelf here. So for those of you who've been following me, or maybe not, if this is your first video, this wouldn't matter. But essentially, I used to have 3 shelves. Now I have 5, which it was just a space thing. But now I have enough room for an extra if need be. But consider ourselves some dead space. We'll see in time. I'm not going to go into full depth on all my shelves. If you guys want to see a full tour, let me know in the comment section. Maybe I will do it. But you can see essentially top shelves like Goosebumps, YA horror, a lot of Stein stuff because you know he's like my bread and butter. Some Shivers. Down a little farther, we got the Fear Streets, the Point Horrors. I got some Harry Potter and other books that my mom left when she departed from this world. So I kept her books for memory. In more detail if you guys want to know about that. Once we cascade from like the actual fiction, we hit all the manga, and it's in alphabetical order. So as you can see, I've got a lot of manga. And if you pay attention to my shelf here, I actually try to pick up like the bigger prints, like the omnibus, if you will, hoping to save space. Hence like the One Piece, the Pokemon, the Dragon Ball Z. But even so, it's a lot. But yeah, love reading. Got a really awesome space to do it here. When I'm also not reading, I can game. That's pretty much it. So I've just been kind of taking some time to myself, listening to some music, watching some anime, recovering from lifting all these heavy books. But I don't know, life's been so like this for me lately. I just did the ups and downs. I really haven't had the motivation to post it. I've kind of just been doing stuff for me, hoping that kind of helps me feel more like me, if you will, especially with the turn of the season coming. Spooky season's right around the corner. It's my favorite time of year, and I don't want to be depressed during it. You're here for one thing and one thing only, book talk. So yesterday, I took one of my very few limited days I get off, because I'm a working man, to go see a friend of mine who you guys will know, if you watch the channel, you watch the podcast, you know that Josh here. He's part of the Goosebumps community and stuff, and we've been friends for a long time. We've done this probably 7 years, give or take, friendship-wise. And he just kept fucking bugging me, and bugging me, and bugging me to come see him. Because even though cars work both fucking ways, I had to go across Florida to him. Anyway, so after a 3.5 hour drive, I make it to the other side of Florida, because I'm over here, he's over here. To visit him. We have lunch at his family's restaurant. We go hit a used bookstore.
Alright.
We're out in West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Me and Josh, we're going book hunting.
Hell yeah!
He gives me a tour of the town.
Text him, so if he's home still, which he should be, he's gonna go back to tomorrow.
Gate I used to live at, constantly knocked off. So many times back of your videos. That is funny. Was that what you used to stream on?
Yeah, I used to stream on that too, every once in a while. That's when I first started streaming on my PS5. I did it from that TV.
Wow. All right, back at it with Josh. We're going on a waifu hunt. He's going to find himself his anime dream girl.
Hell yeah. Word. Gender ambiguity.
I see.
I have no problem if you want to look like a girl.
And then we make a manga trade and shoot a podcast and stuff.
That.
20 questions.
Okay.
You didn't say thank you for the meal.
Oh, thank you for the meal.
No, you didn't say it in Japanese.
Oh, itakimasu.
Little daily vlog thing. I'll throw some clips up here. So now I got 5 shelves instead of 3. Got to try to fill them all. So let's look at some of the stuff I got. A friend of mine did pick up a copy of this for me. This is one of the Avatar, The Last Airbender comic books. I'm a huge fan of the Avatar series, not James Cameron's work. No offense. But you know, The Last Airbender, Korra, and the new one coming, The Seven Havens. So I'm really excited for that. But I've been planning on picking up the comics. This is like the complete one. I don't do the parts. So 1 down, like 8 to go. So my friend from work got that for me. Me and Josh, like I said, we traded some manga. I am a fan of Naruto. He hooked me up with 2 of like the Konoha stories. This is Azuma, his daughter. So like they're side stories, but they're actual manga, not light novels. So kind of looking forward to reading those. Actually, about a year ago, I did sell my Naruto, but that's because I only had part of it, and the goal was to buy like the whole set in one go. I just haven't got around to that yet. I'm a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! He got me Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D is number 5. I think 5Ds was pretty underrated in my opinion. Especially being like a Yu-Gi boomer like me, a lot of people were really turned off by synchros, but I thought it was cool. I only have volume 1, but I also have now volume 14 of Konosuba. So I have 13 volumes to bridge, and I think there's more than the 14 volumes. So, interested to check this out. This is Assassin's Creed. I didn't know they had a manga, but they do. So they have different variations of it too. So there's 2 different assassins. Biggest thing I was hyped to get for the collection was this. This was the only Legend of Zelda like omnibus I was missing. So now that I have the 4 swords, I have the entire set. And I didn't have to buy that stupid looking chest. Sorry, I'm not a huge Zelda fan, I'm going to be honest with you. Music, peak, lore, stories are okay. But it wasn't like, it just never was me. I blame Majora's Mask. It gave me PTSD as a child, especially with the moon was like up in your face. Anyway, that used bookstore, which was pretty dope. Didn't pick up too much. They had a copy of Dan Volume 12, so even though they have it to Volume 6 right now, I do plan on getting the whole series and getting them used. I'm okay with, especially in a condition like this. So, plan to pick up 7 through 11 here pretty soon to kind of bridge that gap. Then over in the YA section, we had some Nightmare Halls, which I thought were dope. Now, unfortunately, I was just kind of excited and I grabbed them. I didn't pay too close attention. This right here is not a first print. It's actually like a value one. It's a $350 value now at $199, which I guess I technically overpaid for because it was $225. But it is a second print. So for now, I will keep it, but I do plan at some point to replace it. What I really thought was cool about the Nightmare Hall books, though, here's a little bookmark from the exchange place I went to. What I think is really cool about Nightmare Halls, though, is when you open it up, it's like there's a little window here. You see it's like, I think that's a really neat thing with the art. So the last date here is a first print, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So yeah, got some pretty cool pickups here. Some more stuff to add to the shelves. I've still got about, the entire bottom shelf is almost empty, so it just means more things to pick up. And as we go, I'll read through these when I have time and pick up the pieces I'm missing if I enjoyed them. So that's today's haul. Regardless, don't worry, there's more content coming as always with the podcast, and that's still going strong at least for another 50 episodes because we just cracked 50, so at least another 50 more. I think that'll about cover the original 62 and the Give Yourself, and then we'll go from there. But I don't think we'll be at that point in time until somewhere between about a year from now. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your viewership. As always, click the buttons, like, comment, share, subscribe. All that stuff helps, but if not, that's cool too. Just thanks for stopping by. Have a scary day.